One of the biggest misnomers about marriage that I would like to dispel now is given to us by our very well-meaning people, I believe. Usually when you ask somebody who's been married for any period of time, and usually a longer period of time, and you say, you know, what is it about marriage why are you successful in marriage? And can you give me a key to marriage? They always do something that ends up with, well, just understand marriage is a lot of hard, what? Work. Marriage is a lot of hard, say it again? Work. I hate that. Doesn't it? Wow. How can I join? Yay, I get more work in my life.
It's like digging a ditch.
Yeah. Like, I'm not afraid of the actual verb work. But to put that into your marriage, you're already putting a negative connotation on your marriage. Well, it's a lot of hard work. Jeez. Can't believe I made it this long. When do I retire? You know, it's like, well, who wants that? Yet, what's very interesting about our society, and any society, is that when it comes to dating, have a lot of fun. Enjoy yourself. Go have fun. Date away. Enjoy. Date as many people as you can. Why is it the moment the ideas are set, it goes from fun to work on the word we associate with what we're doing? I believe that the work part should have come a lot longer before the marriage part. Should have been the main source of the marriage part. Should have been the main focus of the dating part. See, dating should be a lot of work. Isn't it interesting that companies, when they want to hire somebody, they send out recruiters. They pay thousands of dollars to find one person, and all the people that are available to work in that capacity, interview them, make sure they have the right background, make sure they have the right attitude, make sure they can bring to the table what they need to bring, and then they'll hire them. Because they know after they've hired them, it makes their job a lot easier. Because they're hiring for the right person. Yet when it comes to marriage and dating, we go back to the fun feeling. I'm horny for her, that's why I want to marry her. I really like the way he smiles, that's really nice. I like the way that he talks, and he's really funny. Okay, how about his business plan? How much money has he set aside? What does he want to do with his life? All those other things, as opposed to just a feeling you get. And yet we base it too much on a feeling. So, when it comes to your marriage, how do we make this part go away and make the fun begin? And continue. How many of you felt, though, and this might be a little touchy of a question, so you don't have to raise your hand, but how many of you felt or feel that you work harder at marriage than you did at dating? How many of you wish you would have, or at least know people that you know, wish they would have worked a little harder when it came to dating so they could have more fun in their marriage? The really cool thing about this stuff is that dating, when it comes to your marriage, never stops. In successful companies, they have things called team building, where they'll take their employees away from the location of the business, go out to some army boot camp, desert island, wherever, to get away from the situation, and work together on challenges so they can build stronger relationships between the company so that they can all work together and raise the value of the company. So dating will never, ever stop. And we talked about earlier, dating, a movie, and dinner. Sure, those can be occasional things. Those are fine. But dating, spending that time with the other person, getting to know the other person again and again and again and again is vital. And they all come down to, dating is the first part of your relationship. What's the word, please?
Core.
Your relationship core. It's the first part of it. See, how many of you work out? Anybody work out with a trainer or have a trainer ever had a trainer? Yes? Okay, you have a trainer? Okay. Does your trainer often talk about your core, something you should work on? Probably more than any other part of your body, they talk about, oh, this is good for the core. Well, this is strengthening the core. This is going to be balance in the core. This is going to give you whatever in the core, right? Why do they talk so much about the core? Which the core is typically your abs and anywhere in this area, your butt, right? Why do they talk about that?
It's a powerhouse that moves the whole body.
Once that's good, if you're working on that, you're pretty much working on everything else. So, same thing in your business. There's a core to your business that you need to work on, and there's a core to your relationship you need to work on. The first one, as we said, is dating. Spending time together with your spouse is, in my opinion, one of the most important things you could possibly do with that person. The number one thing you can do with that person in your strained relationship, and when I say spend time, I do definitely talk about actually spending time with them. However, there are obviously things in our life that get in the way. You're going to have a baby in a couple weeks. Yeah, sure. Put a date down for when you're going to go on a date again after that baby's born. Who knows? 1,000 things can happen with that baby you just don't know. So dating in your front room is okay too. You don't have to leave the location. Dating in your bedroom is okay. Dating in the bathroom, okay. Dating in the kitchen, okay. What I mean by dating is reconnecting. Reconnect with the other person. The purpose of dating is not just to check off, okay, I had a date with the person. It's to reconnect. What's the word, please? Reconnect. So how much focused time with the other person is enough for your week? Well, let's think about it this way in our business. Go back to our business now. How often, as a boss, employee, should you see your employee, as an employer, should you see your employees? How often should you connect with what they're doing they should be doing? Should there be almost a daily connection to where you say, so what's going on? How much have you progressed? What help do you need? How can I help you? What resources do you need from me? Why would that be any different with your spouse? So, I believe a minimum of 10 to 12 hours a week is necessary for personal, one-on-one, alone time with your spouse. Time where you can connect to each other. It's only about an hour and a half a day of real connecting. So how many hours do you dedicate to doing? That's my own personal thing. How many hours do you dedicate? Well, we're going to find out right now. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. How long, please? 30 seconds to write down what you are willing to commit to right here and now, per week, per day, in your life to reconnect with the other person. Right? Think about it, because it's your commitment. I'm going to make you commit to it. Here you go. Now, one of the ways that you can do that is one of my favorite ways. That's it. What is it, please? Pillow talk. I'm sorry, I heard about two of you. Pillow talk. Pillow talk. My favorite way.
It's not good enough.
What's that?
He's like, we're good at that. I'm like, watching, probably going to tell you it's not good enough.
I'm not going to tell you anything. I'll just tell you what I think. Here it is. Pillow talk. Why do I love pillow talk so much? Pillow talk number one. There's an epidemic in our country. There is a sad, pathetic epidemic in our country. And quite honestly, it has to do with men. There's an epidemic of husbands and wives not going to bed together at the same time. It's pathetic. If you are either in front of the TV or in front of the computer playing a freaking video game or otherwise, when your spouse goes to bed, what are you missing out on? It's work and you have to do work or whatever. Why not go to bed, have your pillow talk with them, and if you have to get up to do some other work, great, do it after they fall asleep. But to be on the computer or in front of TV or away from your spouse when they go to bed on a consistent basis will set you up for nothing but failure. That's why I love pillow talk.